Active construction sites require tearing open the earth, exposing loose sediment and industrial materials directly to the elements. When it rains, that disturbed soil doesn't stay put. It washes away, posing an immediate physical threat to surrounding environments. Pumping out accumulated groundwater, a common process known as dewatering, can also carry heavy loads of suspended sediment directly into local ecosystems. As this image shows, discharging that turbid, muddy water can rapidly degrade the clarity and health of the receiving water body. To manage these risks, the EPA enforces the 2022 Construction General Permit, or CGP. It establishes strict limits on exactly what and how much a site is legally allowed to discharge. But a regulatory permit is just paper without active enforcement. The CGP mandates that every permitted site have a certified, qualified person on the ground to inspect controls and enforce the rules, shifting the burden of compliance onto human oversight. Earning that qualification means passing a rigorous curriculum. The EPA provides its official construction inspection training course as the primary and entirely free pathway to achieving this certified status. It is a significant commitment. Trainees must dedicate themselves to a comprehensive program that takes approximately 7 to 8 hours of focused study to complete. The agency engineered this course using a highly interdisciplinary team. They paired veteran stormwater management experts with instructional designers to figure out exactly how to make complex regulatory data stick. The resulting curriculum translates legal theory into field reality. It gives workers the specific, practical tools they need to anticipate and mitigate human error on a chaotic, constantly shifting job site. The course is structured across 5 distinct modules. It begins with Module 1, which lays down the foundational principles of how stormwater behaves and why managing it is so critical to environmental health. Module 2 then moves into the strict legal architecture of the 2022 CGP. Trainees learn the specific rules, deadlines, and updated definitions that govern their daily site operations. Without a firm grasp of the exact legal requirements established in these first 2 modules, a field inspector has no baseline to determine if a site is actually violating the law. Once that legal foundation is set, the course pivots to the physical tools of the trade. As we can see in this comparison graphic provided by the EPA, Module 3 focuses on erosion and sediment controls in the blue box on the left. These are the physical structures, like silt fences or sediment basins, built specifically to keep dirt from migrating off the property. Module 4 shifts to the green box on the right, pollution prevention controls. This covers the programmatic habits of a site, teaching inspectors how crews should store chemicals, manage concrete waste, and handle those sensitive dewatering operations. Containing a chemical spill requires completely different strategies than controlling loose soil. Inspectors have to understand the mechanics of both to manage the full spectrum of environmental risks present on a modern construction site. Theory finally meets practice in Module 5, the culminating application phase of the curriculum. Looking at this virtual environment, we can see the module's key feature, an interactive 360-degree guided inspection of 2 fully simulated construction sites. Trainees can pan around the site to practice identifying missing perimeter controls or improper material storage in a safe, controlled setting, long before they are responsible for a live project. While the EPA's curriculum is the baseline, it isn't the only option available. As this EPA document shows, inspectors can also rely on approved third-party training programs to get certified. These state and private courses perfectly meet the federal standard, provided their lesson plans comprehensively cover the exact same minimum topics dictated by the CGP. Whether someone takes the official EPA course or a third-party equivalent, the 8-hour process ends with a mandatory certification exam. The test mechanics are designed to prevent easy guessing. It pulls between 30 and 40 questions at random from a much larger, constantly rotating question bank. The margin for error is incredibly tight. A trainee has to secure a score of 80% or higher just to pass. Combining a randomized test pool with a steep passing threshold effectively neutralizes rote memorization. Earning a passing grade requires genuine, deep comprehension of the material. Trainees who clear that final hurdle earn a completion certificate, officially authorizing them as environmental inspectors under the CGP. That piece of paper carries real weight in the field. It empowers inspectors to walk onto a sprawling development, identify a failing silt fence or an illegal dewatering discharge, and mandate immediate corrective action. A permit alone cannot stop runoff. These rigorously trained inspectors are the critical enforcement mechanism standing between industrial construction pollution and our nation's clean water.